Well, hi everybody, and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans, and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist, and internationally published author, helping take you from where you are right now with your life, your business, your body, your health, your wellness, your mindset, from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be. And today I want to have a health check-in with you, because every year we should have an annual health checkup, but I want to give you an ISO COVID health check-in to just see where are you actually tracking with your health and wellness, because we get in these ruts, if you like, depending on what's going on in your part of the world, and it just throws you off. You let things slide, you fall back into perhaps old habits, and before you know it, you are not where you want to be. And forgive me if there's a bit of noise coming through the microphone today. I am out having a walk in the sunshine, and it's really quite beautiful. This is my first time out for a walk this week, actually. Most of my walking's been inside this week due to the COVID lockdown. So let's walk through a checklist that I want to give you so that you can compare yourself with where what I'm going to talk about is, if you like, world's best practice. If you want to be in the top 1% of health, these are the things that you should be doing. And I'll tell you what I do, and then you compare where you are at. Now, this isn't about criticism at all. This is about moving you up, moving you from one step where you are right now to the next step up. Maybe some of you can take 2 steps, maybe 3. Maybe you can only take up half a step or 1 step. That's okay. As long as you keep nudging it forward, you will be better in the long term. All of these steps that you take are actually prolonging your life, and in many respects making you have, with an optimized level of health, more strength, less pain, more energy, and less risk of having any kind of overweight or obesity related health illnesses, cancers, anything like that. So let's jump into it. The first thing is, let's stick with exercise. So with your exercise, are you getting in at least your 10,000 steps a day? Now, these don't have to be running steps, they can be walking steps. That's how I do. That's how I get mine taken care of, is walking. I love my walking. I do it each day. Like I said to you just before, it's either outside or I'm doing it inside. You can be more functional, as in getting out and doing the vacuuming, mowing the lawn, doing those kinds of things, and getting up your 10,000 steps. That's okay. Just make sure that you're moving. The reason that I do it is, obviously there's a cardiovascular aspect to it, but also it helps me functionally with my back. Associated with that is also making sure that you do get out and get some sunlight, at least 4 times a week, so that I think we are so much into our screen time and being shut down more, working at home. We need to take care of our eye health, and I certainly find I wear contact lenses, and if I'm looking at the screen for too long, my contact lenses start to fog up. You can start to get headaches and that kind of stuff. So just getting out and getting some more light into your peripheral vision is really, really helpful. The next thing, let's talk about strength training. So strength training, if you want to live a long, strong, healthy, energetic, pain-free life, then your absolute ticket is strength training. Now, I encourage everybody to be doing at least 3 sessions of strength training a week. And when I say at least, there are some conditions to that, because I work with some competitive athletes, and depending on whether they're in season or off season, I only get them to do 2 sessions a week because they're doing other training and stuff as well. But for the typical person that doesn't want to be on stage, they don't want to compete in a sport or anything like that, 3 sessions a week. And they don't have to be long sessions, but just 3 strength sessions a week. Making sure that you're working your whole body and not just doing a couple of muscle groups. You've got to work your whole body. That's all I'm going to say on that. If you want to know more about what it is that you can be doing and how I could create a program for you, then I'll give you a free program. Just reach out to me. Go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com and opt in for a free consult there, and I'll share what it is that you need. But strength training is your absolute ticket. Builds muscle, burns fat, makes you look good, makes you feel toned, and it also works your heart cardiovascularly as well. So a good segue into cardiovascular fitness. So I mentioned about walking. For me, that's the main thing that I do, and associated with that in terms of measuring it, I make sure I get at least my 10,000 steps a day in, and that works for me really well. I do one session of a HIIT style session a week, which is just elevating my heart a little bit more. So what I would suggest for you is you could do the same. Just think about one of the sessions you do where you could elevate your heart a little bit more than you normally would. So I'm not a fan of cardio, so I love my walking, but I won't do days and days of thrashing myself doing stuff. So what you might do is, like right now, I'm walking. You might pick a period of time where you're going to work harder, back it off, work harder, back it off, etc. So for me, for instance, I'm out walking along a suburban street, so I could walk, say, 3 houses, like in their driveways and stuff, as fast as I could. And then I might just walk normal pace for 3. I could work as fast as I could for 3, back it off for 3, something like that. For you, maybe it's 2 or 1. But the point is about just for a period of time. Mine is 20 minutes that I do it for. You might do it for 5, you might do it for 10, you might do it for 15, whatever you can manage, but maybe one session a week. That is something that you could do to just help push your heart a little bit harder. And if you do that, what does that do? It makes it stronger. So that's what we do in terms of the training. Let's talk about food. So with your food, optimally, I like to have people eating 6 meals a week. So that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then 3 snacks in between. So we're not talking about 6 really huge meals. We're talking about, 3 meals where you're getting a good balance of protein, high energy carbohydrates, and plant-based food, and making sure that the other ones, so there might be some fruit, some yogurt, some other snacks. If you go to an earlier podcast, I can't remember which number it is, but it will be to do with like power foods or something like that. Have a listen to that one, and I give you more detail about the exact foods that you can be eating. Again, if you want me to construct an individually tailored meal plan for you, catering for any intolerances or specificities that you have, then I can do that. And again, go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com and opt in for a consult to take care of that. The key is to make sure that you're feeding yourself frequently, that you start early in the day by doing that, and that you don't have really prolonged periods of time where you're not eating, because we want to recharge your metabolism. And given that most people on the globe want to lose weight, that's your best ticket to be able to do that and maintain where you are. Not eating so much processed food, making sure that you're eating clean and fresh, and again, making sure that you're eating plenty of plant-based food. And I'm not vegetarian, but I eat lots and lots of plant-based food because it's really great for the metabolism. And obviously all the nutrients that you're getting from the plant-based food as well, really important. So make sure that you do that. The next step is water. So with your water, I encourage people to be drinking, at least 2 litres of water a day. And if you're only at 1, then take it up by, say, 250. And go up to 1.25 litres of water. And then do that for a couple of days and then try and get it up to 1.5. The trick with this is to condition yourself to constantly drink throughout the day and not have periods of time where you say, okay, stop, I'm going to have a big drink of water now. You want to be sipping on it all the day. So that's why I just have a drink bottle on my desk. Pretty much every time I take my hand off the mouse, I will grab my drink bottle and have a drink. I find a drink bottle works better than a glass of water, but that's just for me. So plenty of clean, fresh water. I personally aim for 3.5 to 4 litres of water a day. Think about it like this: water is a fat mobiliser. The more you drink, the more it will mobilise your fat, eliminate it from your body, and that's a good thing. The last thing I'll talk about is, well, no, it won't be the last thing. I'll talk about supplements. So with your supplementation, really, really important to supplement your body. Think about this as insurance, okay? Insurance is one of those things that we all should have, because if there's ever a disaster that happens, then we can call on that insurance, but we hope we never have to. And your supplements are a little bit like that. We don't know the gaps that are in our food, like the nutrients that are missing from our food. So getting that extra nutrient value, the micronutrients from supplements, can really, really help our health. And these days they're very economical and easy to get in. So the ones that I take are fish oil. So very, very good for you, rich in omega-3 fats, so your good fats. What do they help with? Well, they help with your immune system, really important through COVID, and especially in Europe and the US as you're going into winter, making sure that you're taking your fish oil capsules. I'll talk about dosage in a second. It also helps with your brain function. It also helps with inflammation. So really, really important. Now, I take 4 capsules a day, 4 1,000 milligram capsules a day. That's 2 in the morning, and I take 2 in the afternoon to evening, depending on which meal I put them with. And I found that they really help me a lot. So especially with management of pain, really good at inflammation around my knee. It really helps with that. Like with any supplements, don't just go out and willy-nilly start putting these things in your body. You really need to check with your GP, your doctor, because they know your full medical history, and there are always circumstances where you shouldn't be having certain supplements. So you need to check with them to make sure that it's okay. The other one that I take is vitamin D, because I am inside a lot, and sometimes if I have an annual blood check, it can show up that my vitamin D levels are a little bit lower, so I do supplement that once a day. And I also take a magnesium capsule as well, which is to help me with managing cramps and stuff that I can sometimes get in the middle of the night, especially after a really heavy leg day. So they're the main ones that I take. And in addition to that, I do supplement myself with really high quality protein powders, and I use the Isagenix brands for those. Really delicious, really good value. So they're the key supplements that you want to make sure that you are making sure you take the right supplements for you, and doing that consistently. So many people I hear that will supplement today, but they won't do it tomorrow, or they do it for a week and then they won't do it again. And then the last thing is about sleep, making sure that you're getting lots of good quality sleep. So I encourage everybody to look, 6 to 8 hours of sleep is normally enough to function really, really well. The key is to make sure that you're getting in it consistently, and you're getting in good quality, a good pattern. That's really, really powerful. So you compare yourself to this checklist, and see how you're going, and see where are the improvement opportunities for you, because we can all do a little bit better. All right, I'll see you soon.